What's going on YouTube? We're going on vlog number 5 right now. In this vlog we're going to be going over posing. This is about my 4th session posing. It's very difficult. It may look easy, but this is a lot difficult than you think. So this is Jermaine. Jermaine has been teaching me how to pose. He's going to explain to you, what he does, his coaching and posing and bodybuilding things that he does, and then we're going to hop right into the posing practice.
What's up guys, my name is Jermaine Castaneda. I am the owner of J Creation out here in San Diego. I am a trainer out of Stern's Gym, but I am an independent contractor. What I do is bodybuilding, specialize in that, and with more natural bodybuilding, I'm a promoter for the WNBF. I coach people in strongman, powerlifting, and of course posing, making these good looking guys, make them look even better, same with the women. But yeah, that's the gist of everything that I do. Keep it simple, and we like to train, we like to get things done. And today, we're gonna really fine tune his posing, see where he's been at with his practicing. He does realize it's a lot of pain trying to get into certain positions. Even though men's physique can look simple, it's not as simple as it seems.
So we're gonna hop right into it. Take my shoes off, see where we are now. Last time you guys seen me, I was about 240, so about 226 now. Still got 3 more weeks behind. But we'll see where we're at. So we start right up?
Yep. Okay. So let's go right into your front pose.
Okay.
So all we're doing is we're checking his routine, we're checking his quarters, his front, back, front poses, and we're gonna see what we need to fine tune and really angle himself to make his waist look as small as possible, make it look as appealing as possible to basically go off the hand of what the judging criteria is. So right now, not too bad. Especially as his physique changes, it gets leaner, there's gonna be minor changes all the time. It's an ongoing, evolving process for him, especially as a starting athlete, and as he progresses in the game, things will change dramatically. We're gonna use a lot of angles of the room, corners, the front, the sides, to really maximize what we can do here. But you wanna look broad up top, complementing lats, we're going for a nice taper, meaning small waist, broad shoulders, nice little V cut, right? A lot of times they're looking for an X frame. Whether you're a bodybuilder or even a men's physique guy, looking for an X frame. We're looking for these lats here to tie in with the cut here. So sometimes you might have to open up the lats just a little bit more to line this line up here to attach right up into here where the shoulder is nice and cut. Again, sometimes less is more. There you go. Much easier now.
Yeah, it's a lot easier now. Before, when I would do this, I would turn my belly button towards this way, twist in here, I'll start cramping all back here, cramping up in my arm, my shoulders. Now as I go now, I'm not cramping as much.
It's more so as a training tool too, because you do have to contort a little bit in certain poses. But it does help bring in a lot of isometric contractions into the obliques to help build more definition as well. Posing is a lot of isometric training, contorting and manipulating to be able to fit your body into the canvas that it has.
This is very hard. Holding this, trying to squeeze hair and flex hair at the same time, this is very difficult. Can I go like this and go up, or do you recommend just coming?
That's fine.
Yeah, I can do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I come here.
So long as it's not overly eccentric or anything crazy, but that's normal. We'll see guys do that. They'll round forward and pick back up. Or some of them, they just lift themselves up with their lats. Good. He used to have a really strong levator scap that would drive this up. It's not as prominent as it was before. However, this is why we get body work and we do some corrective exercises, whether it's releasing the lat, releasing the levator scap, increasing more thoracic extension within posing. There's a lot of factors that a lot of people don't think about. As a corrective specialist in training and for 12 years, I kind of can acknowledge a lot of these things. The back pose, again, we're looking for this nice taper, coming straight down, good shoulders, good shoulder development. A lot of times with the back pose, we have the lats open up, we have good thickness in the erectors here, travels down in here, good thickness in his mid-lower traps, upper traps are good. You just got to get conditioned to hold this.
No, this is the one. Ha.
I think Bruce Lee, open up nice and big. Boom. There you go, chest up, hold. Good thing, why do we develop rear delts? They're considered the masterpiece of the back. We all can get a lat spread, we can all build muscle down the center with rows and deadlifts and rack pulls, good stuff like that. Pull-ups, wide grip pull downs, all that good stuff, pullovers. But the rear delts, if you notice them, they really tie things together. It's just a beautiful thing to see with the back pose. As he fatigues, you start seeing where the weaknesses happen again. You want to make sure this is staying open, chest is staying tall, lats are staying open. Good. One thing I'm really proud of is how he's been really working on this levator scap. It was the biggest issue when we first started. This strap used to be right up next to his ear, and he wouldn't feel that. His proprioception, I should say, wasn't all the way there, but now he's getting more connected. As bodybuilding is, mind to muscle connection. And 2-step back to the front. As he gets closer to the show, we will remove him from the mirror. So a lot of this is ingraining it into his head. Mirror time, no mirror time. In posing, no matter what division you're in, women, men, doesn't matter, you always start with the feet. Set your groundwork and then let it trail up.
I couldn't do this. If you used to see me 4 weeks ago, you would not see me do
We have the footage from that, man. That was funny as hell.
Brutal.
See how less is more here?
Yeah.
In the beginning, I was just having you learn how to open up your lats excessively.
Yeah.
But eventually, as posing progresses, we drop them down, less is more. And it's more of that relaxed look to really admire the aesthetics. The X frame, or the Y frame for that matter here, it's really good. Keep the shoulders nice and round, just like that. Abs are in control. Lats are slightly open. You're a taller guy with longer arms. Like as you learn from watching videos, doing your homework, looking at references, guys with long arms don't need to be opening up all the way out here. We're not holding on to, for dear life, to oh shit bars, right? So, it's right there. Nice and
Oh shit bars. I'm telling you, this looks easy, but it's not. I'm trying to, I promise
It
you.
ain't easy to look pretty.
This is very difficult. Now, if I teach myself like about the release, can I come back this way and then go again? Like reset? How would you recommend resetting?
On stage, you won't even do that. That's why we condition now right now.
Okay, okay, good.
Because on stage, you want to do the least amount of resets as possible because that shows you didn't practice.
Okay.
And the guys I work with, we all practice.
Okay. just no resetting.
No resetting.
All right, let's do it.
A lot of guys on stage will be like, oh, man, you see them huffing and puffing.
Yeah, huffing and puffing.
Their belly's going like this, and you can tell that they haven't started practicing. I don't even care if you're a first time or you start 20 weeks out, you start from right there, right?
So for here, the front, how did you want me to
So feet flat. So as soon as you're from here,
Yep.
you can just drop that heel, keep your stance. Little surprise guys, that's my wife right there.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
She's the current WNBF world champion.
Get her on there. You gotta get her on
World
there.
champ. You want to talk about lat spread? She'll put us all to shame. So when the feet flat, and when you're here, all you gotta do is drop that heel, and then again, less is more. Just do it right there. Yep. So,
And I flex here.
oh no, you're keeping that control. You're still in control. And relax. Coach talking to you.
Thank God.
I need to get Kathy on one of these machines
Oh,
for cardio, so what we need to
we're
do.
gonna move somewhere else. It don't matter.
Okay.
That's fine.
Coach will be like, I need this area.
Let's come in to Debo, right? So back to it.
And this is good because actually we have a line right here. So again, when you're on stage too, you will want to acknowledge the line that is on stage. That's where we're gonna have you toe to line. You'll see guys trying to out-angle guys, especially if they feel insecure about their size or whatever. Don't pay attention to that. They're gonna walk in front of the line, they're gonna try to out-angle, and then they're just gonna be told to walk back. The curator on stage will tell, hey, behind the line. You know, they're always gonna do it. There's gonna be some dickheads on stage like that. And it can be a strategy, but it can be overly excessive as bullying too on stage. You'll see guys like trying to bully you out.
Yeah.
Hopefully at your shoulder isn't no dickheads like that. But you know, it's unnecessary. It's a lot of ego.
So what do you do, right? So if I'm here, should I step back?
You
or should I
just
step forward.
no, you stay on the line. You stand your ground, but you keep good sportsmanship, right? You don't try to out-bully the other guy. You don't try to out-muscle the other guy. It's very unnecessary. It's very unprofessional. You're an athlete. Hold yourself accordingly, right? So when you're an athlete, even if you're not a pro yet and you're still in the amateur ranks, hold yourself accordingly. You know, the judges will catch eye on that. They'll acknowledge that. They'll appreciate that.
Okay.
They don't appreciate the guy trying to get it. It's not like, oh, he wants some more. That's why he's fighting. No, fighting is meaning you're standing your ground how you're supposed to. You're on the line, right? You're looking presentable, right? So in the comparison rounds, that's what's important. Again, criteria, muscularity, symmetry, conditioning. Conditioning meaning how shredded you are.
That's my last part I'm working on.
It's on the way.
It's on the way. I've been on it.
Walk out, make sure you walk out.
You guys already know Coach, right? You guys already know.
Teach how to walk.
So the front pose is just my normal one. Is that what we do?
Just looking good like you're standing on the beach. Just don't be that guy in the gym that would imaginary lat syndrome.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that.
No biker stuff, none of
I
that.
don't want to be that guy.
For you should always be understanding, ingraining the feeling of how this feels with a leveled shoulder parallel to the floor. These lats, again, this is why we have mirror time, to ingrain that feeling of this lat line going into this shoulder. Boom.
So I should punch that lats out.
Yeah.
What would you recommend, like for a good, would you recommend like shoulder workouts or like lat workouts to be the
Nothing
best?
too excessive, because when you have too much of a pump, it is hard to pose.
I notice like when I do a back workout, my back poses are pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
if anything,
fire.
get a little bit of push-ups in, do a lot of back movements.
Yeah.
Don't do a lot for shoulders, otherwise you'll lose a lot of lines. A lot of times people will over pump in the pump up room, and then they'll lose lines, and it just looks like a block there. Like all your lean, shredded hard work that you were going through, it just disappeared because you over pumped. Right?
How would you what would you recommend like for sets and reps for bands and stuff like
You know,
that?
it varies. I always tell my athletes, especially if like I don't end up getting like the coach's pass, I tell them like, hey, just make sure you can still see those lines, right? Just see those lines, because otherwise, you know, we're gonna have to try to squeeze as hard as we can. You're gonna start sweating. Your tan is gonna run. That can dock you points.
So you get your tan before you even get to do your pump. Also, you'll run your tan. Huh?
Yeah. So the night before, sometimes where people like to go get their tan, and then they go get touch-ups in the morning. And then if they see things are running, which hopefully that's not the case, luckily the tanning people are right there next to the stage, or like in a room by the stage, and you just go back and, hey, can you touch me up? But do be careful, because sometimes there's a lot of people backstage that are going to be trying to do the same thing.
So I still gotta get a tan. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Don't be surprised. Still gotta get a tan. Again, we're currently 3 weeks out. It's been a long road. I've been doing this since January. Dropped about 30 pounds so far. Still posing. I gotta pose with him. We gotta hop back on track. I took a trip to New York, see my family. Now we're back, getting back on track. So we're really hitting the posing hard. But he's liked the progress so far, so I'm happy about that. And
He's been doing his homework.
Yeah.
He's been doing his homework, and that's what's crucial. A lot of times I'll give homework to a client of mine, opposing client of mine, and they're not nailing it, and I can tell immediately. I'm like, oh man, you're wasting my time, you're wasting your time. What you doing, right? We're not here to BS. We're being professional about it. We're getting it done. Feet flat, light toes on the line. Then you're gonna 180 back pose.
all the way back close.
And because it's a harder one, I'm gonna have you hold it.
Oh God.
I'm gonna time you for 1 minute on the pose. Chest up. There you go. Good thing is you've got a good amount of muscularity to show the definition here. So as we can tell, he needs a little bit more external rotation, and he has slight winging. Nothing that some external rotation drills and a push-up plus can help with.
How long was
It ain't done yet. All right, now you're done. Now
that was close. That was pretty close.
So right now you can still see the difference here. How this still wants to drive up towards his neck through the elevator scap. We gotta learn how to depress this shoulder down to be able to swing this lat out. They're the same in muscularity. It's just structure-wise we have a little deviation. I think you said you had injuries before in the shoulder, which could be causing that. But with a lot of corrective exercise that he's managing to take care of, it has decreased tremendously. Mentally, think about breathing into your lats. Try not to squeeze too hard. The goal is to feel relaxed in this place. It's good to keep the hips up, or keep your tailbone up, or some like to say is a cue, but high. That's good. You're good right where you're at. Just pinpointing, that was a good job. A lot of times with lat poses, if your traps ever go up, your lats disappear. If your lats open up, your traps go down. Good.
Woo! Yeah. Thank God.
Hit it for 30 seconds. I'm gonna have you switch to the front.
Okay. Gotcha.
Get ready to transition in 3, 2, 1. There you go. Exhale, bring down those abs. Good. A lot of times it's good to look at this angle right here because a judge will see you from this angle. So if you ever if you notice that yourself as an athlete, or if your coach notices it, this is why. Sometimes the judges are a lot lower as the stage could be higher. If you lean too far back, you disappear. All the lines are gone. But that's what you'll notice on stage. You'll see guys slightly leaning forward, whether they're hinging or slightly crunching forward. I'd recommend hinging because if you crunch forward, you make yourself look smaller.
My head back?
Yeah, so hips back. Yeah,
Oh,
there you
okay.
go.
I feel it different.
And just make sure that shoulder's a little bit higher. There you go, level to the floor.
Everything you said, the hinge, I feel it all back there now.
Yeah. A lot of times you want to feel this lat push into the shoulder,
Okay.
and you'll notice that muscle pop a lot more, that lateral sideways.
Okay.
Another part of the craft is understanding how much pressure you apply here as you squeeze arm in and push the lat in.
Not too
Right,
much?
So they're pushing in each other, they complement each other.
Okay. Woo! Brutal. I'm telling you, not right now. Shit looks easy, but it's not easy at all. So, I was always told, a good friend of mine always told me, if you don't know exactly how to do something, hire people that are good at what they do and learn from them. So I don't mind learning from people. That's all I want to do. That's how we grow as people. Just continue to learn from somebody. You know, learn, grow, understand. Nobody knows everything. And people think they know everything, but in reality, he that knows it all knows nothing. So I don't know nothing. I just want to learn it all. Learn, grow as an individual, grow as a person, and continue to grow. So my show, again, is August 7th. If you're interested to go and you're in the San Diego area, make sure you hit me up, man, and we can, I'll send the info out to you and let's get it to you. But still posing. We ain't done yet. Coach saying bye to his wife, so just respecting that. But other than that, let me get back into it.
Taller guys usually have a really good advantage. Despite what they say about the short, stocky guys carrying a lot of muscle, sometimes too much muscle in the division without proportions looks awful.
I'm telling you, holding this shit for long. It's brutal, man. You feel it in your back, you start cramping everywhere. I'm here, obliques for me. That's what I'm cramping at.
It's good though. Draw those lines in.
So which area now? In the front?
Yep, just gonna hold the front. As you get leaner, you'll notice you're gonna have to push the abs out very slightly to be able to display the ab structure.
Should I vacuum and then push up?
No, you should do it just how you are.
Okay.
It's a good point that you've been practicing the vacuum, like how we talked about. Practicing the vacuum and then holding, then releasing, then contracting. All that for muscle control is very necessary. So the vacuum is basically you're sucking in everything else, right? If I was to give an example, you would think about like Frank Zane, very popular bodybuilder from the golden era, where he used to just pull it tremendously in. You're pulling your belly button as close to your spine as possible, pulling everything into the rib cage, expanding, opening up. You hold that, and that's going to help control everything within your abdominal structure. Yeah, so something Mother Nature's belt, transverse abdominis, is what you're training a lot of. You'll see powerlifters embrace this a lot as they expand out. But the other way, as bodybuilders train it, we pull it in with a vacuum, right? So it's a power breathing technique. It definitely strengthens up your stabilizers in your core or your trunk muscles. A lot of times people say core and they just think abs. Trunk muscles is the whole thing 360. The better he can hold it here, we can relinquish any of the difficulties, any of his cramping, all that. This is how bodybuilders condition, right? You have your athletes on the field who condition by sprinting to get their VO2 and endurance with running, all that good stuff, sport specific. This is sport specific for bodybuilding to be able to control the body. All right, now face back. So right now we're nailing mandatories, which is the poses that he has to do in his comparison rounds. If he's in the top 5, going for the first place, getting the judgment through criteria, as we're trying to nail that. The other ones are called his models. That's the one where he walks out, does his real quick routine, and then goes to the side and waits for his call out number, right? But right now, toe to line, working on comparisons where all the judging truly happens, and now we're just trying to get used to hold.
Woo! That back one, you're killing. You gotta do that more often. How long would you recommend I hold from now on? Nah, no, I gotta work on it.
30 seconds.
Okay. 30 seconds?
Yep. Work your way up to a minute. Try not to go straight into a minute.
Okay.
Should do a minute by the end of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, right now this is starting to hike up again.
Yeah, it's getting tired, fatigued.
Yep.
Okay, I'll try. I'll get it though. I got you right now.
A lot of times the muscle can burn out within a session, and it can just shit the bed. When that happens, that just means the muscle is really fatigued. It's not that it's not working anymore, it's tired. And we can't do nothing about that. We gotta let it rest, relax. It's training. Just like when you train a muscle to failure, it won't perform anymore. It's the same thing with posing, and sometimes that's where you wanna call it. Right now, he's still got more in him, so we're gonna keep him going. But sometimes, we'll cut a session if necessary, just so that he can relax and reset, and then we'll pick it up again, and things like that.
This is brutal. Go back to it?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
And he said eventually he wants to get into bodybuilding. That's another world of poses.
I gotta work on my wheels. I'm taking my wheels going.
Oh yeah. A lot of times people just focus here, and they don't worry about what the arms are doing, or the hands especially. You want to think about everything all the way to the fingertips, where everything looks nice and relaxed. You want to be mindful of your body. Again, proprioception of understanding what's around you, what's happening around you, what your body's doing in space. So if you notice in the video, you rewind to how open this was to now how it's kind of balled up again. And now this is starting to hike up. And he's almost at that point of muscle fatigue. So we gotta be careful, we gotta hold it steady. You can see right here, the line's starting to trail up again. Yeah, we want this down, we want this swinging out. Drop that shoulder. There you go. Keep the other one up.
Come on. Fuck. Dang.
Go and relax. The thing's hiked up right away.
It did it. Came right up. You see it? Yeah. Well, crazy, right? Fatiguing. I gotta keep getting some work on it.
Work done, but in the meantime, try to take a lacrosse ball through here.
Okay.
And then in here. This part right here, you feel how tense this
Yep,
is?
that's tense.
Yeah, this is nice and relaxed.
Yeah, that's
this
good.
Is really good.
That's good.
This muscle's pretty stiff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this here and then here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your infraspinatus and your teres major and minor actually. Want to get deep in there. Those are deeper muscles there.
I'll set an appointment and I'll work on it myself too.
Yeah. A lot of work around the scapula border is very important, very crucial for athletes with lat spreads and everything.
Okay.
So basically everybody.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
What's next?
I want you to run one model routine for me. So
Okay.
you're sound like this.
I know that.
There you go. Good. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. There you go. There you go. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Relax. Good.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So 3 seconds each one?
I did notice on the other pose, on your final pose, you're leaning this way. Lean more this way. So remember, yeah, you want to think about the line from the center of the clavicle, down the chest, down to the belly button, right in line with the middle of the foot here.
Okay.
There you go. Good. And relax.
Yeah?
Good.
You good?
Good.
Alright.
Nice.
So it's done for today. I appreciate him coming by, looking out for me as always, man. If you ever in San Diego, want to come get a workout with him, that is the mother of all gyms. Alright? That's the Mecca.
1946, the oldest gym in America.
That's the Mecca right there for bodybuilding in San Diego. So go check it out. Hope you all have a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. And make sure you continue to watch me and Josh. We continue to take you guys through this journey of my first men's physique bodybuilder show. Let's get it.
It's been a pleasure. Appreciate you guys.